Hello, and thank you for tuning in to this episode of Pilot Savvy Tech Tuesday. In this episode, we're going to discuss sound sims, or the sounds of sim. My name is Chris. Let's get started. So, what we're going to discuss is the management of sound for the simulator. And there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to sound, and especially if you're talking to ATC. There's a lot of things, and as with most of your flight sim setup, it starts with managing the Windows aspect of it. So, what there's so many moving parts on the sound thing that I'm going to write a Media Wiki article on it. But I want to go over it. I'm going to actually, it's going to be several parts of the Media Wiki. There's no one size fits all. So I want to break it down. I don't want to create like terabytes of information on it. I want to break it down into snippets, setting up one by one of what you look for in each. And it all depends on your sound system, what you see. So let's start with let's start with the windows and where you go. The first place you start. So you have your stuff connected. If you get stuff like a sound bar, something like a sound bar speakers, they're gonna have their own things. You have some USB connected, some RCA connections. Here I have everything going through my headset. You can set your sim up to where sound comes out of external speakers. I prefer not to do it that way. Why? Because respect for my neighbors. You get some simming going on. You got the loud engine going, and that's really cool. I've heard some simmers with that. You can tell if you're talking to like a VAT sim or Pilot Edge. It sounds really cool too. It's more realistic there and immersive if you have that airplane noise in the background, the sound of the engine and the ambient noise, and then you got your headset and where you have the controller sounds going through your headset, your earphones, and then you're talking on the mic, and they can hear that too. It's like, wow, this is like being in the control tower to them. But more often than not, you hear a pause there because the sound can't go two ways at the same time. So when you're talking, it mutes and not really mute. That's another story. Anyway, let's start with the setting up. So when you go here on your taskbar, you'll see a speaker. So you see, I have a microphone. Why? Because I'm using the mic here, and OBS is managing this so that the sound gets through the recording on OBS, my audio sound. It also picks up the sound of anything coming from the computer, aka simulator, when I'm in the simulator mode. So I'm going to go here and right click, not left click. Left click, here's what you're going to get. You can use these menus to manage to eventually get to. I got something in the way here. Let me move it. You can navigate this route and eventually get to where you're supposed to get, where you're trying to get to. But I'm doing it the easy way, and I kind of have to be careful there because this goes off this screen and into my multi-function display. So I'm back here on the line, so I'm right clicking. And then I'm going to sound settings. Now this gives you a list of all the sounds that your computer can produce. Some of those may be displays. My monitors, I think they have speakers on them, which I never ever have used. I'm using the Logitech headset, and I posted a video last week on my headset, my Pilot headset. I still have it. I figured for the Tech Tuesday, this headset is more appropriate. When I'm flying, you'll see me with my David Clark headset. It's long flights, so I'm not sure how long I'm gonna keep it on, but more likely I'll keep it on the whole flight because when I fly, that's what the time here and there when I do fly, that's what I have low. Anyway, I got my speakers. There's some USB speaker. It's got a slot for it, and I can plug something in that, and it'll show NVIDIA. Video card has speaker options, and I actually may do that. I may plug like I'm looking at a earlier generation Bose system that I might plug in here. I'm a big believer in if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So hopefully that don't break anything in it. But fortunately, I have the tech background where I could pretty much fix anything that it breaks. But it's just a headache of having to add that to your things to do list. You know, so I have things I do. I have a honey-do list, and I don't like to add anything to that list unnecessarily. So right now I'm using, and you can hear me hopefully loud and clear. And with my Logitech earphones, I mute it. I actually have my earphones muted because I don't want to hear myself talk. But I know I'm talking because I can look in my studio, and my OBS studio, and I can see that what I'm saying is registering. So you go down the list, and now remember I mentioned that there's no one size fits all. There's no one glove fits all. You gotta look at what you have and know about what you're using. I know my Logitech USB headset has the microphone in it, so that takes care of the mic as well. Let me go up here. It should show. Here we go. Input. So far as talking about the output, the speakers. I'm getting the speakers through my headset. Now, input. My microphone. Again, Logitech headset. 2-in-1 deal. And you can tell that it's registering because you can see it here. Each time I talk, it's registering. So you can use all kind of things. You know, when I plug my David Clark headset in, it registers. When I did the video on that, I demoed that. And that's what I use though. You have a lot of other options. Later stuff. You can make it. You know, I gave you some examples where it's like really impressive. I've seen some videos with some impressive sims where, you know, I'm feeling like I'm in a theater. You know, I feel like almost like I should be giving these guys a AMX movie money to buy a ticket to see the show. That's how good they are. And you know, the better your equipment is, the better it sounds, and of course, the more money you pay. So anyway, let's move on. So that's the Windows aspect of it, and I like to keep it simple like that. And it's knowing your equipment. So if you turn on your computer, and I've done that before, where there's been an update and then it defaults to something else, like maybe the generic computer speaker. And so maybe just go through an experiment and see what sound is coming out what. Now, so you know how to manage your sound on your Windows computer. Now let's go to your X-Plane. And here's what we're going to look for here. We're going to go in and we're going to look in the X-Plane and see how you manage the sound there. Because one of the things there, when you sign up for VATSIM or Pilot Edge or any of those others, there's a couple of others out there, but those are the ones that I've dealt with. Controllers, they have their headset on, and if you have your volume full blast, it's going to make their ears ring, and they're not going to like that. They can turn the volume down, but you know, they're talking to people across the board. They don't know how loud your mic is going to be set to. So this is what they want you to. This is what they want you to do. They want you to go here. Sound. Okay, I'm already here. Sound. And you see how this is full? The master volume is full up. Might be okay with the full thing, but aircraft exterior noise, you can control that. Scroll up and down. Aircraft and stereo, I may adjust that sometime. But pilot, You notice how I kind of have this at about what, about 70% or something like that, or 60 or 70%, somewhere around that. Pilot, co-pilot, and radios. The controllers, they're hearing this. They're hearing the pilot, they're hearing the co-pilot when you're talking. And I don't want to blast them out. I don't want to be the bad guy who says, you know, 182 Papa Sierra, turn your mic down. And while they're saying that, their ears are ringing. So you want to go here and manage this here. And environmental is full blast. Environmental noise is you'll hear stuff like birds chirping and stuff in the morning. You know, you schedule an 8 a.m. flight. You know, the birds are getting up, they're chirping, and you can hear the birds chirp. That's environmental. The wind, I guess, the wind blowing, rain. You can control all those volumes, all those sounds, and this is where you do it at. And you know, I did that again. I'm looking at my screen, and as if you can see it too. So, and I keep getting my big head in the way. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain all this, what I explained again, without me being in the way. But I think you got the gist of it. It's the setting, the sound tab. But I'm going to back out to make sure you got that. Just a minute. Just the main screen and no big head in the way. Okay, there we go. More better. But I'm still going to go down here and I'm going to show you. Okay, so this should be familiar to you by now, because any settings video, we start the same way. We launch Explain or whatever you're using. Oh well, it has to be one of the versions based on, you know, this, because this is the 4 minute. You know, this is what we're using. It's Explain. Microsoft, very similar settings. So went to settings, then we go to sound, and the master one, I keep that full blast. You don't have to. You can crank it down. Aircraft exterior noise. I'm guessing there is like the airplane engine and stuff like that. External wind blowing over the plane. That would be more aircraft exterior. Well, you know, it could be a fuel truck. I guess you get the fuel trucks and cars going by on the flight line. That would be aircraft exterior more so than the sound of the engine. The aircraft interior, flipping switches. I keep that full blast because that sounds so cool when you're flipping switches and stuff, hitting buttons, and yeah, I like those sounds. I like that. It's not real noisy, so I'll keep that full blast. But this is where it counts. The pilot, that's what, you know, if you're talking to somewhere like I mentioned before, you heard the audio part but you didn't see, and I think part of this is cut off. You control that. You control the mic, you know, the pilot. So what the controllers are looking for, you know, are listening for. You know, they got their headset on. They're talking to a lot of people, and this is what I was mentioning, being able to control this volume. So you want to, right here, I think the default is like 100%. You don't want a full blast yelling in the controller's ear. You can hurt someone's ears like that. So pilot, co-pilot, if you have a configuration. So this is where you manage the sound on the X-Plane. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave comments, and hopefully this was helpful to someone out there. Again, my name is Chris. Thank you for tuning in, and you have a good day. Bye now.